p.m., 6 a.m. I don't know the time zone you are joining from. So basically, I would like to give 10 more minutes. I don't know if you'll be able to have that time to wait, but please let's give like 10 more minutes to see if more people would join. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give people 10 more minutes to join. At the expiration of 10 minutes, if I don't, even nobody joins, then I'll just continue. Okay, so please exercise a little patience. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so we will start already. When will the training start? Okay, the training is starting already. Okay, sorry for the delay. I was actually, delaying to let more people join the room. Okay, so the training is about to start. In fact, it has started already. Okay, I don't know where you're joining from. Good morning. Welcome to social media training. Open day, open webinar for basically beginners. Okay, so I would like us to make use of the chat box for now. So please tell me your name and where you're joining from. Put in the chat box. So my name is Linda Umezuke. I am a social media manager, and basically or roughly for 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. So please let's make this session interactive. It's an open day. Open day is basically where you get to ask questions, get to interact. I don't want to believe I'm talking to myself, basically because everybody's camera is shut off. So I wouldn't want to. Okay, so I have someone here who says, my name is Gracious and I'm from the Philippines. Thank you, Gracious, for joining. Please let's make use of the chat box. Let's make this thing very interactive as possible. So I am going to be sharing my screen right now. Please see, this is an open webinar. At the end of the webinar, you either go with what you learned from here or, subscribe for the course. So this day is very important to you because you will learn a lot. So you are free to ask me questions. You don't need to switch on your camera if you don't want to, but you're free to tell me, okay, I want to use my voice. I can even hear you. You're free to say something if you want to. Put in the chat box if you want to, but please, you'll be signaled to when to talk so everywhere won't be so rowdy, okay? That's why I chose Zoom meeting instead of Zoom webinar, because I actually want it to be so interactive, as interactive as possible, okay? So yeah, if you started this course, have you started this call with me at the beginning? I had the program of contents lined up there. So I'm just going to share it briefly as I go on. So, okay. Someone say my name is Chinasa. I'm from Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you so much for Chinasa. Thank you so much, Chinasa, for joining. So I'm about to share my screen right now. So let me know when you can see my screen. So I don't want to end up talking to myself alone, right? So please let me know when you can see my screen so I can start, discussing what's on my deck, yeah. Yep. So I still have other people to do a little introduction. If you want to do some introduction, you're free to do your introduction now before we start. That's one of the benefits of kind of joining early. Yeah. So please let me know when you can see my screen, like I said, so I can start talking about what I have on my deck. So I won't start talking with it before you start saying it, So yeah. Tell me if you can see my screen, please. Yep. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Hello, have you started sharing your screen already?
Let me try. Let me stop that and try that again. Yeah, so I don't know, can you see it? Everyone's quiet.
Yeah, Linda, we can see your screen, but it's kind of blurry. I don't know if it's only my end.
Or is it? Is it still blurry at this point?
Yes, still
Wow.
blurry.
Okay, let me try another method. Let me just use my browser. I didn't want to use that because of privacy, but since you're saying it's blurry, maybe I should just try it. So let me know if it's still blurry. I didn't want to use this method though, but can you see now? Can I please let me know in the chat box if you can see it?
I'm sorry. Yes, we can see it, but the thing is, I mean, we cannot really like clear. It's really not that clear.
I'm trying to zoom in right now. Is it
Mhm.
clear now? Are you using the phone or maybe because you're using the phone, it's kind of smaller?
Well, I'm actually using a desktop as of the moment.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so right now, I think you just have to continue, right? Please, is it
Yes.
better now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. So yeah. So social media manager, basically, I would have loved to know the level everyone is, so it will guide my discussion. So I wouldn't have to be repetitive or try to take it back. But hey, it's an open day, so you got to take what I am offering, right? So yeah, a social media manager is basically someone who handles company social media accounts, not just one or two, or maybe one or two, but it's not just handling the account per se, but creating the content that is seen in the account or on this account. So yeah, you curate the content, you monitor your content, especially when you're having campaigns, you monitor your campaign, you filter. Sometimes people can be, I don't want to use the word ridiculous, but people can just be overwhelmed and they'll kind of put a negative comment and you have to filter or pin, as the case may be. Now we have the option of pinning comments at the top. You pin the interesting one at the top. Yeah. And then, so basically you're the voice of the company. Okay. So before now, the trend of social media just started like a decade ago. So before the advent of social media, a lot of people, the work of social media has been in existence, okay? Because sometimes when I get into arguments with friends, they tell me, oh, okay, this your new generation Z kind of job, this your millennial kind of job. But the truth of the matter is, social media management as a career has always been there, but just that it's been handled by maybe PROs, I mean public relation officers, and all of that. So social media as a career has been there. Social media management as a career has always been there, but it was just being done in the analog style, not digital this time, but analog, like very ancient way. So yeah, so that is what social media manager is all about. Like I really, really get tired of explaining to people what I do, but I'm really getting used to explaining it to people right now. I just tell them I'm like the eye of the company, the voice of the company, because hey, business and brands are making money. They don't have time to be on the phone or computer. So you are their eye there, you are their voice there. And if there's any opportunity you think a company or brand you are representing, we need to tap into, you are the voice, you're the eye. So it's your we're going to talk about that when we get to the roles. So, but let me just talk a bit about it now. So it is your responsibility to tell your whoever, the owner of the company, the owner of the business, if it's an individual, because as a social media manager, it's not just businesses, okay? There was a time last year I was handling a social media for an individual. She is an upcoming celebrity, a beauty queen. So she needed a guide on how to portray herself out there since a lot of eyes were on her right now. So we had to go through the whole process of creating strategy for her. So yeah, that's me digressing a little bit there, but just trying to explain who a social media is basically. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing this the analog way right now because of not so clear reasons. My Adobe Reader isn't just working this morning, but I'm gonna let that pass. Yeah, so the roles of social media manager. So social media managers curate and maintain brand promotions, basically. So like I just said, I explained it when I was explaining who a social media manager is. It's very important for you to pay attention at this point because sometimes people get it all mixed up. Yeah. So a social media manager, is this your role to create and maintain branding promotions? Now, it is an added advantage for you if the company has a graphic designer. Like I work for a company who has a graphic designer. Okay. So like it's an advantage to me. A problem off my shoulders, right? Because I get to create the content in terms of words and how I want it to be. Then I email it to the graphic designer, copy the owner of the company in the CC or or BC, depending on how I want it, and then send to the graphic designer. The graphic designer designs. But in a situation where there is no graphic designer, right, you have to create your content for yourself. I mean, how would you do it? A lot of companies, especially upcoming brands, don't even have graphic designers. For instance, if you're managing a social media page for an individual, that individual definitely will not have a graphic designer. And if you want to say, okay, for instance, the individual is a celebrity and he or she want to give away to the less privileged, of course you have to create a flyer talking about giving to the less privileged on so day, so time. So it is your work, it is your job as a social media manager to have a little knowledge of designing. There are a lot of tools there for you to use. There is Canva, there are a lot of them there. There is buffer.com. So there's a lot of them for you to use. So yeah, it's your work. Sometimes people get it all mixed up. I'm a social media manager, I'm not a graphic designer. Yeah. That's why most times when you're applying for a social media management role, you get a column somewhere that will say ability to design is another added advantage. Now, the thing is, if I'm trying to recruit a social media manager and the person can do graphics, I'm gonna hire the person and pay a little bit above because the person obviously is doing a two people's job. Hope I'm not getting all mixed up there. Yeah. So yeah, let's continue. So it is your job as a social media manager to monitor analytics. Sometimes I mean, some people kind of ask me, okay, I'm a social media manager. Why will I want to be doing reports? They call it like the layman's term is report. Why should I be reporting to my whoever, my boss or something? Yeah, it's your job to actually report because the person wants to know, okay, has my followers increased? Are we making more engagement? Are people liking? Are people commenting? Are people engaging generally? So yeah, so it is basically your duty to do all that. It's your duty. So yeah, so you're expected to report, like I said, to your media director if there is a media director. If there is no media director, just report straight to the boss. Because sometimes people, for instance, a company like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Sony or all these big brands, of course, there will be structures, there will be strata in the organization. So you will definitely be talking to the CEO. No, you'll be talking to the director, head of content, head of branding, head of marketing. So yeah, depending on the company you're working for, you report to the next in line. But if you're working with an individual, obviously you're just talking to the person directly. So yeah. So I'm gonna, yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, so feel free to let me know. But if not, just wait. If you want me to clarify something, just jot it down somewhere. At the end of this, let me know about it. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you curate content, you produce content. Contents can be in form of photos, like pictures or videos. Yeah, basically pictures and videos then. Yeah, so those are the two kind of contents we have, obviously. Then depending if you are writing for blogs, then you have to write. Then if what else? Yeah, basically write for blogs. So you have to know how to create this content. And I hate it when a social media manager will have to post something tomorrow and maybe today, let me say today, right? You have to post something today and just this morning, he or she is trying to craft something. Obviously, that doesn't work. That's where social media strategy, calendar comes in, okay? So if you eventually get to buy this course at the end of the session, you will get to know how to do all that. So for now, let's keep it simple. Yeah. So let me continue. Sorry, I'm doing this very manually right now. I didn't want to waste people's time, so I just have to do what I have to do. So let me just continue. So as a social media manager, like I think it's said this before. So let's go over to the skills required of a social media manager. Now, as a social media manager, before I go to the skills required of social media manager, right? Let me take your questions. If you have any, so it will be interactive because I've been basically be talking. So I really want to know if people are following or if I should just continue if you don't have any questions. So let me see what is in the. Someone said, "Hi Linda, sorry to interrupt, but you're cutting in and out." Um, when did that happen? Is it still happening, Ace? Not anymore. Okay. Okay, so that isn't happening anymore. So let me take that to be that no one has question at the moment. So I'll basically continue from where I stopped. Yeah, so right now we're going into skills required of a social media manager. Okay, so as a social media manager, you have to have some skills. Now, before I talk about the skills, let me talk about the qualification. Okay. Now, the truth of the matter is really, there is a qualification to be a social media manager. I mean, when you have those qualifications and you present it to these A-list companies, they will kind of pick you than someone who did not study that course. Sadly, but yeah, it's existing. Yeah. So that is it. But when you get courses like this, or courses on Udemy or Coursera or LinkedIn Learning or any other platform that offers courses, it can actually suffice. So that is the truth of the matter. So yeah, if you're eyeing at the big brands, the A-list brands, the Sony, the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, the big companies, obviously in your resume, they will want to look at your academic qualification. Sadly, but that's the truth. But like I said before, if you are able to, learn and actually prove in your resume that, yeah, you know your onion, it might even be better than whoever studied marketing or, business administration or the likes. Yeah. So having said that, let's go over to the skills for required of a social media manager. Now, as a social media manager, you are expected to know some copywriting skills. Now, what do I mean by copywriting skills? Copywriting skills is basically the ability to, be able to write captions, captions, engage in structuring your tests so that people can actually read it. Then if you're writing a blog, be able to write engaging introduction, because just like they said, if your captions alone can make someone want to even view the video, okay? So if your introductory caption is not enticing enough, people will not want to read it. People have a little time to spend on how do you view your Instagram? Do you if you waste the whole day looking, where's my phone right now? If you waste the whole day looking at one particular post, now, basically, sorry, I think I'm shaking my laptop here. So basically, this is my phone. I don't do like this. I'm swiping like you're on Instagram, you should know this. And if I see what I like, I just double tap and that's it, right? That's why you see most times the number of likes is usually more than the comments, because very few people have time to read. Is it not when you read, you comment? So, but most times they want so if you want to pass an information or your company is actually campaigning for something, then you should know how to engage very well in writing captions. So that is what I mean by you have to have a very good copywriting skills. Okay. So let's move on. By the time you get into the course, you definitely be taught how to engage in copywriting, and there are actually apps that will help you get a very engaging copywriting. Yeah. So let's move over to research. So as a social media manager, you are required to know how to research. Now, for instance, right now, as I speak to you, I have a company that I'm handling their social media, and they're into window blinds. When I mean window blinds, I mean, instead of covering a window with curtains, you use window blinds. They are horizontal. Some of them are horizontal, some of them are vertical. You hold the handle and draw it down, the thing goes up. So that's window blinds. Now, I don't know anything about window blinds, but if you check I just created a post for them, but I've not posted, I'm just creating content for them. And the content is types of window blinds. As I'm talking to you now, I don't have anything to do with a window blind, but I can tell you I can mention some types of window blinds for you. We have roller blinds, we have Roman blinds, we have vertical blinds, we have it. What am I doing with a blind? How do I know? Because I did research. Now, if you want to be a social media manager, you should know how to do research. If you're not doing the research for yourself, you're doing the research for whoever the brand you're managing. So you'll be able to answer questions. People ask questions in the feed or in the comments, depending on what you're handling. If it's blog feeds, comments, you'll be able to comment. Now, there is something you have to do before you start managing any company's social media account. You have to, first of all, learn about that company. Learn, especially if it's an organization like an NGO, right? You need to know what the NGO is all about. There's an NGO, I handled their social media. They were about female sexual reproduction and hygiene, and education and hygiene. So I need to go and learn what this company is all about. How do you learn it? Talk to the owner of the company. It's as simple as that. Don't go talk to the owner of the company. Hello, sir, madam, can I get to know what your company is all about? And the person starts talking, and you jot down, or you record, or you just make sure you listen. So that's just how to. So with that knowledge, you now be able to research and be able to know what to post on their feed. Simple as that. So that is one of the skills you have to learn. And to research is not hard. With your SEO, we're going to talk about SEO right now. So with this SEO, you'll be able to know what to research. Now, search engine optimization skill is basically getting to know what people want to see. Okay. Now, for instance, if I'm handling a social media for a company, an NGO that's into girls' reproduction and education, just last week was Girls in ICT Day, right? And this week is Nurses Week, like nurses, right? Healthcare givers, nurses, they are celebrating their week this week. So this is a very good week for me to do SEO for a brand like that focuses on girls' education and health, because it's girls, it's Nurses Week, so definitely girls and nurses go alike. Now, if you eventually buy the course, right, you get to know how to actually use search engine optimization tool. It's actually easy. There are websites like Google Trends. There are other websites you can actually pay. There is SEMrush. There are other free websites you can actually use for free before you eventually pay, like 2 weeks free or something, trial period. Yeah, you can actually do it that way, or you buy a plan, basically. But Google Trends is actually free, so it's easy, but it's not the best, but it can serve for now until you get a client that will be able to pay fully for all that. Yeah, so you need to get, okay, now what does SEO do? Let me explain, right? Now, if I'm handling a social media handle for a company, I need to know what people want to see for me because for whatever I'm going to write, if it's a blog or whatever I'm going to post, should tally with what is trending, so that when people Google it, it will come at the top. For instance, there was a time silhouette challenge was reigning. You know, the Chada challenge, that people will wear dress, fully clothed, and turn off the lights, and you will see a black and red background or something like that. I don't know if anybody remember that challenge. It's trended for a very long time. Okay, I did a video on YouTube, and the YouTube was a compilation of silhouette challenges. That video alone got 25,000 views on YouTube just in less than 1 week, and it gave me 1,000 watch hours. Just that video alone, right? So that is what you stand to gain when you use SEOs. I don't know if anybody has a question on this, but I'm trying to explain. If I want to move forward, I'm like, no, let me go back and explain. I'm not explaining very much, So, but yeah, I'm trying to explain because, I have to explain, right? So, but if you have questions, just let me know. I will call, just jot it down somewhere. At the end, I'm going to open the floor for questions. So yeah, let me just go ahead so I can end this at the top of the hour. Yeah, that's my target, 12. It's by 7 ET, 12 WAT. I want to round off. Yeah, so yes, other skills are customer service skills. Now, what does this mean is, as a social media manager, you have to know how to respond to your people that are on the page, okay? Now, if customers can commend you. A customer can come and say, wow, I bought that. It's really, really good. I am enjoying it, Or if it's a TV channel, a viewer can come and say, okay, I can't wait for the next episode. Oh my God, whatever. Some people can come and say, where can I buy? I don't know. Your apps are not working. Your apps are not working. Some people can come and say, useless app, rubbish. Some people can just come and even comment with an emoji. Now, as a social media manager, you have to know what to reply at every point in time. It's really, 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 really bad to see a comment on a post and no one is attending to it. Why? So you have to know how to, even if you don't know what to say, what I do, even if I don't know what to say at the moment, because at the time when I see, now my phone has a lot of notifications, and if I see a notification sound, I'll know where the notification is coming from. My practice have made me, I'll know if it's a Facebook notification, TikTok, Twitter, WhatsApp, I know. So they just have a peculiar notification. So if you are not in the mood to reply, just like when you are in the mood, but just no, the mood should not be a long duration kind of mood. Just it's your job. So that's why it's called skills. Skills is something that you can do on the go, right? So even if you're not in the mood to, because we are all humans, we can't defeat the fact that we are all humans. So even if you don't know what to respond, or maybe it's a question that you need to ask your boss, or just respond, or just say, we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, what will I call it now? Observation noted, we'll get back to you shortly. Just say it. Then when you get the information you need, you respond immediately. If you don't have anything, just like it first and just wait. Let the person be like, okay, these guys are even like, they are hearing my plea and cry. So that is it basically. Yeah. So for emojis, if someone gives you a heart emoji in your comment, give back a heart emoji. Some people just leave heart emojis like that. Give back. So the more you engage your post, the more it comes up on other people's feeds. So I do not see a reason why someone will comment and you just don't want to say anything. And now there is a trick to commenting. That's why you need to buy this course. There's a trick to commenting on posts. Now, If I want my post right now to trend on my followers page for 1 week, I know how to do it. So let me just give you the trick free of charge, but there are more tricks coming. So let me just dash some right now. Okay, so now if you have like 20 comments on your 20 comments on a post now, like the post is so hot that people are commenting like immediately. Now don't respond to all those comments immediately, because one, some people might, the thing is, right, as more people post something, your post goes down. Now, to keep your own relevant, you keep engaging that post. Now, if someone, especially if he's looking nice, beautiful, gorgeous, all those commendations, it's not necessarily an inquiry, it's just commendation. Oh, lovely, oh, sweet, oh, nice, those ones, the person that commented on it is not expecting your feedback immediately. That's why there is a trick to these things. So the person that is expecting your feedback immediately. So what you will do is just reply to one now. In an hour's time, reply to another one. In 2 hours' time, reply to another one. In the evening, reply to another one. Leave it for the day. In the morning, reply to another one. You keep replying that post, just one post, throughout the week. That one post will keep trending on your followers page throughout the week. It's just simple. So there are a lot of tricks to these things. So yeah, you need to know how to do these skills very well, customer service skills, and always be present. Always be present, and even on weekends, in the night, you just check it. Sometimes I don't know, depending on the kind of phone you're using, there's somehow you get the notification at the top. You just read the notifications. Oh, okay, there's no inquiry. It's all commendation. It's all nice, lovely kind of comments. Okay, you keep it back. If there is any serious comments or inquiries, you just tap it and respond. Those ones need urgent response, especially if you're managing a page for a sales brand. A brand that is selling something, marketing something, so it's very, very important. So you don't have them lose their customers. Okay. So let me just take this last one before I think this is the last one. So for these skills, there are a lot of skills though, but these ones are very important. So at this point, let me get interactive, guys. So at this point, let me have your questions. Let me see if there's any question in the chat box. Okay, someone said, how can we find SEO for Facebook and Instagram? Okay, let me check if there's another question so I can take everything at once. Okay, just one question. Yeah, so for Instagram and Facebook is mostly hashtags, okay? So hashtags are what works for these people, but it doesn't defeat the fact that SEO will also work. I mean, SEO, what I mean by SEO, right, is really not people. Okay, now let me say, now when Prince of Edinburgh died, trust me, anywhere people, okay, Prince of Edinburgh is a bit sad. Let me say when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did that interview with Oprah. See, you can even do an Instagram reel and use your picture as cover for your own personal page. Don't do it for a brand, please. But for your own personal page, you can actually try to, do a lot there. So for your own personal page, you can actually use their picture as a cover and cover your reel. Before people will know what's happening, they're watching your reel already. But to answer your question directly, use hashtag for Instagram and Facebook. Now, for a case like that, when such events happen, you basically have to be on the loop, always looking for people when events are happening. So you use the hashtags, but please, it's very tricky. So what I do, and I always get away with it, is I do like a column kind of thing, put the hashtags down, then use the hashtag that's relevant to the brand. You know, for instance, if I'm managing a brand, a social media handle for a, let me say, a sports brand, I'll use every hashtag relevant to the brand. Then between those hashtags, I'll add those trending hashtags like Prince Edinburgh or Edinburgh. Okay. Prince Edinburgh, hashtag Prince Edinburgh, or hashtag whatever that is trending, you get. So if there is a challenge that is trending, hashtag whatever challenge. But there was a challenge, there was a hashtag I used at a point, I got over 1,000 views. And after that, I just edited the stuff and removed the hashtag, but that has a significant effect on the algorithm of the thing. So the best way to use hashtag is in the comment section. When you've posted the post, then after a while you put the hashtag. That way, when you want to delete, you just delete that comment you made. And when people get to go back to the page to see, they will see, wow, 1,000 views, I no hashtag used here, but that's just basically how to do it. So to answer your question once again, I've answered this question for the opt-in time, but yeah, to answer your question, use hashtag for Instagram, it works better. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can use the hashtags on the name let me tell you now. For instance, there was this time EndSARS protest was happening in Nigeria. So a lot of people's name on Twitter changed to hashtag EndSARS. That's it. So when people Google or search on Twitter, hashtag, your name just automatically comes up. But you can't do that for a brand. That's for personal, use. But if you're building a brand's followers, that's another way to do it. Because, hey, at this point, you're basically constructing their page for them. So I don't know if I answered your questions or if you need more clarification. So I saw another question in the comment. So someone said, I'm handling page as admin, posting, curating content, editing photos, videos, and knowledge in Canva, but I do not have experience with social media management. Am I qualified to work as a social media management? Okay. Are you doing it right? Are you getting results? Okay. If you are getting results, then you are working as a social media manager, but I don't think you're qualified yet, right? But you can still work and get paid. Okay. There is no two ways about this thing. Are you getting it right? Are you engaging? Do you have the skills? Are you seeing a significant change? So those are the questions you need to ask yourself. If your answers to the questions are yes, obviously you can continue working, but maybe you have to turn down some offers from big brands because you wouldn't want to tarnish your image or your career that's just starting yet, right? So yeah, that's just it. Or you can just make yourself known in the industry. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so I was answering your question, right, about calling yourself a social media manager. You're qualified to work, but to be on the safe side, I would just tell you the simple truth. If those big brands come and you think you're not confident enough, don't just take it, so you'll not tarnish your image, like your career. But if you can do it well, you're confident in yourself, you can do your delivering, all your deliverables, go ahead. But the best thing is to always, try to learn, get people outsource work to you. Like for now, I'm outsourcing a lot of works, a lot. a lot. I'm even thinking of like registering my company with not just the business name, because I have a business name already, registering it as a limited liability company, get every certification done, and just have an agency. But that's the loop. But for now, I'm just outsourcing, which sometimes is not good because some clients want you to work on their work directly. So those ones that didn't have the preferences of having me to work exclusively on their work, I end up outsourcing it. You can actually get this kind of jobs outsourced to you. Yeah. That way the person takes it back, vets it before posting it. You're not the one handling the social media, you're not the one posting. So whoever is going to post is going to like go through your work before posting. Okay, that way you're kind of having a supervisor, and I'm sure if you don't do it well, the person's going to tell you, oh, hey, you didn't do this well. That way you learn. It's better than handling clients directly. So he said, I'm just afraid to make mistakes because I don't have any experience, but I'm doing similar works as SMM. I had no idea what they are doing, what I should do if I want to apply. Okay, I just feel you should just get this course. You should just get the course. But see, if it's a normal nerves happen to everybody, even experts, nerves happen to them, but definitely not in this case. But nerves are always there for everybody. So even me, when I was getting on this call this morning, I was like, but yeah, it happens to everybody. But these are people's brands, businesses, and they are paying you for it, and they want to have a return on investment. So hey, you should just take a course, have someone monitor you, work under someone, or you could just do like build your own social media page first. Be your first client, work on your own page first. Use your page to practice. Then you work on people's stuff. When I started as a social media manager, I was working as a presenter. So my boss just said, hey, you are good with this thing. I'm following you on social media and you're good with this, and just handle our social media page. So I was working in the company as a presenter. Social media was not my work title. But I ended up doing it for them, and I was good. This is like 4 years ago. So I was good. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is actually a good thing. So you can actually do it by the side. Oh, why? Wow. And I picked it up. So you can just try to prefer pro bono services. So when you make mistake, the person doesn't come and hold your neck or come and say why or question you too much. You can start with offering pro bono services, or work on your page, or get a course like mine, or just, there's so many ways to walk around. Don't worry. Nerves happen to everybody, definitely, but you can manage it. So let's continue. We're almost running out of time. I think I have to rattle through the other ones, but I'll just try to see if I can finish. So I'm about to go back sharing my screen right now. So yeah, I hope everybody can see my screen. So this is very, very important, how to source for clients. Like, I love this part so much. Like, this is the best part of this training for me. I don't know for you, but this part is like, yeah. So this part is the best because, hey, what's the use of being a social media manager if you can't get those? Understand? So you can get those guys coming to pay you to handle your soap. Yeah, this image, by the way, is from pixel.com. Pixel is like a website where you get free images. Any image you get from there is not from Getty Image, and you can't be sued for using it. So you can use it on your client's page. Yeah, so this is where I got this good perfect picture. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, so how to source for clients. Unfortunately, there are a lot of ways to source for clients, but I'm just going to focus on two for this course because there are a lot of ways, trust me. But you see, these two that I focused on is the best. Now, yeah. So content marketing is the first one here. So there are so many ways to approach content marketing, okay? But I'm going to go get and lead you through some. Now, content marketing is basically like the word there is content marketing. So you as a person building your own blog, building your own social media page, building whatever it is you have. That's why I said, what's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name, right? But that's why I said to you that start with yourself, be your first client, be your own first client, right? So put things, for instance, right? Dancers, anytime you see a dancer, you see the person constantly posting videos of where he or she's dancing, different styles of dancing. Definitely, if an artist wants a dancer for his musical video, he or she doesn't need to start asking, can you dance? Can you dance? Obviously, on your page, yeah, it shows you can dance. There are videos of you dancing. It's just the price for the person because, hey, you can do it. You get? So that is content marketing. So that way you have to put yourself as an expert. Okay? Manage your own social media page if it's social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Manage your own blog if it's blogging. Right. Do you get? Now, let me come back to social media because that's what we are talking about. So your Instagram, how many views are you getting? How many likes? How many engagements? How constantly are you posting? What are your design? What are you designing very well? What topics are you even discussing? So yeah, you need to push yourself to be an expert in your field. Because when someone meets me now when I get, like I said, I'm a presenter, like, yeah. So when people want me to organize or MC their event, they don't get to ask me, can you? Because obviously videos and proofs of my work is there. So why are you asking me? Obviously it's there. Nobody asked me to. I don't think anybody since last year till now have told me, please give me your resume, whatever. No, it's already there because most people I get are from social media. So they already see my work there. So I have four social media accounts. I have 2 Instagram, 1 LinkedIn, 1 Twitter. So the 2 Instagram accounts, one is for social media management. The other one is like my personal life. Do you get? So that social media management one, I don't post my personal life there. So you can that's way of content marketing, basically. I have a LinkedIn account too. So on LinkedIn is social media management marketing. That's what I post there. So people are reading, people are watching, you get? So obviously, someone that will buy what you're selling will come and find you. So that's the way of sourcing for client. That's one. Another one I did not add here is just being live at an event. Now, I don't know how much a card is, right? Before the pandemic, right? I used to do this and I still do because the level is lower here now. So, right? So I just I have my card somewhere around. I can't leave this frame right now, right? So yeah, but I have a card, and when I'm going for an event, I'll tell myself I must distribute these 5 cards today. But hey, that is very tiring. That is 1990 method, but it still works. Just telling you, it's a free knowledge. Just have it at the back of your mind. Even if you won't use it, just have the knowledge. No knowledge is a waste, right? But just telling you, just for the knowing. Yeah. So if I'm going for a wedding, I tell myself, see, I'm going to distribute 5 cards at this wedding. Sometimes I don't end up distributing even one because I'm not just giving my card to all Dick, Tom, and Harry. No, I give it to people that I think that can do it. And most times, it's not even my own event. Someone tags me along for an event, or I'm going somewhere and hey, I just share my card. That's another way of getting clients. When you see this content marketing, it might take a longer time, but it gives you class. It gives you, that class. You don't have to start walking up to somebody and here's my card. It can be tiring. Hey, but with this method, you're there like, hey, feel me? That kind of a thing. Yeah, so that's a way of sourcing for clients. So I think, yeah, Yeah, when you start sharing great tips on your blog, on your social posts, people start valuing your opinion as an expert. Now, this happened to me just this morning. I was about coming for this class, for this webinar, and this just happened. So I just said, okay, let me just screenshot it and share with all of you. So please look at your screen right now if you can see your screen. Yeah, so this, I have to, excuse me, I have to blur some important information because I have to respect the person's right to privacy or privacy. So I have to like blur some parts, or you can still understand what happened here. So this happened today. So this person said, hello, good morning. I said, good morning, mentioned the person's name. How are you doing? I said, I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks. Okay, please, I need to change my power source at this moment. Excuse me. Just trying to change my power source. Yeah, but under control. Yeah, back. Yeah, so yeah, the person said, good morning. I said, I'm good, thanks. So the person like, okay, I went through you. I don't know if you can see this place I circled in blue. The person said, I went through your profile and I would like to work with you. So that is content marketing. The person did not say, hey, I met you so place. The person said, I went through your profile. So my profile was their marketing itself. Constantly posting, knowing what to post on your profile. Person say, oh yeah, say thanks for, how can I be of help? And the person started explaining, I'm a blogger, I'll need to work with others to achieve vision of the blog, though I'm still putting things in place. And the conversation, I can categorically tell you that the person just we scheduled a call much later. So basically that's a business. If I can't do it, I'll outsource it. But definitely that is a lead there for me. That is content marketing for you. You see? So that's how content marketing works. This is, if you go on LinkedIn, this is LinkedIn. So if you go on LinkedIn, check my name. This is my profile picture there. This is my name. So it's legit, not fake. So that is a way to shoot content marketing. Yeah, content marketing can make you land clients. Yeah. It just takes a little longer, but see, when you get those clients, they will pay your bills. Bills for a year, they will just pay it. One person will just pay. It's not those people that you like, oh, okay. You start begging. No, don't do that. Okay, classic social media manager. But if you are upcoming, you can still approach people. But I'm just suggesting, it's just my opinion though. Yeah, so I have a message in the chat box, but let me just finish this so I can attend to it at once, okay? So yeah, how to source for clients, create a lead generation system. Now this is email marketing. This is a bit. That's why I don't have anything below it, because the explanation to this part is quite long, but yeah, it's quite long, but I'll try. Okay, so this is where email marketing comes. I don't know if you heard of email marketing. There are some websites, GetResponse. I don't know how many of you came here from GetResponse. GetResponse is a website where you don't need to have a website, just create a landing page, you set it up, pay for a plan, but there are still trial period if you want to try, because I believe some of us are newbies, so you don't want to like start spending money on those stuffs now once you start earning. But if you have the money, you can pay. Yeah, so when you pay, you then, start using it. So when people, like, I sent an email yesterday, and I know how many people opened my emails. I know how many people clicked on the link. Like, it starts open. So that's how to just, so when you send some, maybe, for instance, if you are selling a cloth or your brand, you are, okay, I'm talking about how you can source for clients. Oh, okay, so let me tailor it to client sourcing. So, but I was just trying to say, assuming you are selling something, you're doing marketing, you're selling shoes, bags, hairs, or anything, you can just send an email telling people how to maintain your weave on, brush it, don't wash it this way, wash it this way, don't wrinkle it, whatever you're going to tell them. At the end of the day, you tell them there, we have quality weave-ons for sale at discount prices. You put in your links there. So you know how many people actually clicked that link that you put in there. It will show. These websites have been designed to almost do everything for us. So yeah, that's another way to source for clients. You create a website, a landing page, probably make an advert, like hire a social media manager at a very discount price, post it on Facebook, boost it, do an ad on Facebook, Instagram, and then when people get to subscribe, you get their email address. You get the website is just magical. It will just sieve their email address for you, and from there you start sending them emails. You don't send an email one. You can just get like 1,000 email addresses. You just click on one box, just tick the box and send. You don't even have to start sending one after the other. It's so simple. So at the end of the thing, you now say, oh, I'm offering discounted rate social media management services. Click on the link below to grab this offer or something, and people will start clicking, calling your website or whatever number you have there, whatever, and people, start getting clients that way. I like that way too, but you actually have to wait a bit for you to get that the client you're actually looking for, but it works. It works. Another way of getting lead generation is sourcing for clients is what I'm doing right now, right? I know at the end of the day, a lot of people might not buy the course, right? But at least you know that somewhere here, someone like me is existing and I can actually do something like this. You might not need my service at the moment, but hey, when you eventually need my service, you might end up calling me up for it. So that is another way of lead generation. Okay, so there are so many ways. So let me just check the chat right now, because since I have a lot of chats here. So let me just read the chats. Okay, chats. Okay, hi Linda. Let me start from where I stopped. Oh, so I can't see your screen. Wow. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me just start from the beginning. Okay, I'm sorry you can't see my screen. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. But did you eventually see it at any point at all? Let me see. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So yes. Especially. Okay. Good. Was blurry. Okay. I don't know. Do you want the PDF files, or should I share the recording somewhere for everyone? Which would you want? Please put in the chat. The majority of the votes. If you want the PDF, just a PDF, I give you the PDF. But if you don't want the PDF and you want the recording, I've just sent you the link. So please tell me which you want. Majority, I'll go with it. So let me answer some questions here. Okay. I'm still here. I'm still trying to go back to where I stopped with the questions. I'm still here with you. Okay. Will the recording be available? So if someone dropped me a Facebook link, my sample post. Okay, I'll check that later. Right? Because I can't check that now because I'm on Discord and everyone is here. So later, I'm going to copy. To actually tell you I'm going to do this, let me just copy this. Wow, did I just leave it? Okay. So I've copied your link somewhere, so I'll check it later. I can't possibly check it right now. Or yeah, someone said I can't see my screen. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't check. Okay, now someone said, oh, okay. So Chinasa, you were saying that you lost connection during the topic how to build followers. I'll come back to that later. What's a good way to gain followers? Okay. It was blurry PDF, please. Okay. Okay, so the only question I have there is how to build followers. That's the only question. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm not going to share the screen. Let me just answer this question immediately. Yeah, so yeah, how to build followers. What are you building followers for? Is it for a personal page? Is it for a brand? For a client? Okay. Now, what kind of, okay, let me just, that's okay. So let me assume right now, but if you want to give me a particular kind of client, then I'll just tell them my example so you get the takeaway from it, but fine. So, okay, so if you're building a follower for a client, let me say, an interior decoration kind of client or entertainment venue, wonderful entertainment venue. Okay, so I'm thinking like I need to jot it down somewhere, but yeah, so but then if you are building a follower for an entertainment venue, you want people to basically use that venue often. So what you do is simple, okay? Look at people you think that can afford that venue. Who are your target audience? Are they young people? Are they elderly people? Are they school owners? Then look for your competitors. Okay, there are other entertainment venues out there, right? So look for them. They are there. Look for them on Instagram. And I do this a lot. But I mean, sometimes they think we are magicians, but hey, we need to do what we got to do. So I got to tell you what I do. Yeah, so sometimes I just go on people that comment on their posts. Like if I have other entertainment venues there and they are doing well, so they're doing well. So I just go to their comment section, check whoever. I don't even check people that are liking their posts because sometimes it could be fake likes. I'm just saying. So look for the people that have commented. Go. It's easy now. It will just come up like this. Comments. You just click and like and just follow. Click and follow those people. And when you follow those people, you can actually come back to their posts and like one of their posts. Follow and like a commenter. Yeah. Follow and like a commenter on your competitors' posts. Now, don't go and check a post that have been posted 2 months ago. No, don't check a post that have been posted a year ago. No, check a post that have just been posted that day. Oh my, few minutes, an hour, 2 hours is fine. Recent, so that you know that those people are actually like they just use their Instagram. They are current Instagram users. They are not like those that have used their Instagram since a year ago. So they are current Instagram users. So right. So yeah. Click follow and like. If you can just do that, if you can follow and like 50 people in 1 hour, trust me, 10 will follow you back. It works for me. If you want to do the lazy man's kind of thing, you can just go to the people that like the post. You just see the follow. You just follow. No, just take it easy so you don't get blocked. Easy. Because Instagram can block you though. So then after a week, you can just follow like 200 people within a space of three days. You can follow 200 people within a space of 3 days. Just give yourself a target. Today I'm going to follow 50 people. Tomorrow I'm going to follow 50 people. Or if you can follow 100, fine. So just give them 1 week to respond. Then, if you're following them, each time you come on the page, you'll be seeing their feed for people that are active. Just be commenting, hey, fine. Oh, looking nice, or like, or put a heart emoji or whatever, put it there. Just give them 1 week. If they don't follow back, just unfollow all of them and do again. It's very rigorous, but hey, it works. Because at the end of the day, you want someone who is organic, someone who will engage, someone who likes what you do. Because hey, because you got them from a competitor, the people they engaged in is your kind of companies. You went to an entertainment venue, a similar entertainment venue Instagram handle, and you saw people that comment. That means they like entertainment venues. That means they like entertainment venues. So definitely they will like you and follow you. That's number one. Number two is doing an advert, right? Doing an advert. Yeah, doing an advert, just running a promo, getting people. It can be funny, but if you have the money, if your company has the money or they have the money to do another, you can run it. You can run I don't know where you're from, but I know some certain countries like giveaways a lot. So you can do some competition, say comments on the right answer, comment below and invite 5 friends to like your comments. And one of the rules and regulations should be that they should like your comments and they should follow the page for their comments to count. You give a huge amount, not like so huge, but certain amount of money, put it there. People will comment and invite their friends to comment and tell their friends, please, for your comments to count or for your like to count, please follow this page. They do it for Chinasa that is in Nigeria. Hey, that will work. That will work. Okay. So when you do that, people will comment below and tell their friends to like their comments, and for their likes to count, for them to win your prize, they have to follow that page. So that way, hey, you might end up getting 200 followers in just one advert promotion. It works. Works. For Christmas, you can say, okay, Christmas package for your family. If you are the highest person, we pick at random or whatever. So I don't know if I've answered that question. I've actually spent time answering that question. I don't know if I answered your question. Someone sent me another Facebook page, so I will just check it out later. Oh yes, I did. Fine, thank you. So I'm basically over. I'm trying to check. Just trying to check something very quickly. Yeah. How to build your clients. Yeah, let me talk about this. How to build your clients. Yeah, I don't have a deck for that. I'm just gonna go through it off head. Oh, okay, off heart, whatever. So yeah, so please listen very attentively now. Yeah, welcome. So yeah, if you're using a tool for your social media management, okay, you're using, let me say, a Canva. Canva is free, right? But if you're using any tool, that is not free, there are so many of them out there that is not free. If you're using any one, for instance, now this Zoom meeting I'm doing right now is not free, right? I paid a plan. But assuming you're handling a social media page that is using a tool that is not free, right? You calculate your subscription, your plan for that tool, okay? You just write it down somewhere. For instance, let me use the chat box so it'd be easy for us to all interact. Since I don't have a deck for that, I missed it up somewhere. So let me say I'm using a Canva. Please, everybody can just look at this thing. I'm writing. Everyone, yeah. So let me say you're using a Canva, $50 a month, and you're using Photoshop or something. It's not like you're using, like you bought it for $1 a year. Let me just say a year, or $100 a year, right? Then I'm just gonna put everything here. Then you calculate that's $150 divided by 12, which is like $10. Let me just say equal divided by 12 divided by 12, which is 12 months. That will give you almost $10, 10.5. Okay, then let's just call it 10.5, but I just definitely know it's more than that. So, okay. So monthly, this is what you spend on two. I'm gonna send it to everybody right now. You spend 10.5 in tools, just tools alone. So it's now left for you to think. Okay, let me just continue. I'm here, just trying to do something here. You can charge 10. So let me just send this first, then I'll explain what I just wrote there. I just hope you understand it, right? So I've sent to everyone right now. Everyone can see that in the chat. So let me explain what I have here. What? Okay. So probably so can you see the chat now? Yeah. So what I did here is Canva. For instance, I'm just assuming that the Canva I use is paid, because you actually know there is a space for you to pay. There is Canva Pro. There's free Canva, there's Canva Pro. So let me say, for instance, I'm using Canva Pro and I pay for it $50. Okay. And I do Photoshop. What did I just say? Yeah, I use Photoshop. $100. I paid it for a year. So this Canva is like a year annual payment. Photoshop is annual. So at the end of the day, I use $150 to buy the tools I use for social media management. Now, I divide, I think my math sucks, but I divide. Let's be accurate, please. Let's be accurate. I know I could be close, but let me be accurate, please. 150 divided by 12. Wow, it's actually 150 divided by 12 is 1.2, 12.5. So I'm going to 12.5, not 10. $12.5. So 32, 33 to 15. Yeah, so let me explain what I have in the chat, everyone. So yeah, Yeah, so let me say in a year, I subscribed for Canva for $50. I subscribed Photoshop for $100. And at the end of the year, it's actually I paid annually. So it's not like it's a monthly subscription. It's an annual. I'm just imagining, of course, these things are way higher than this, but I'm just assuming, right? So this is 50, 50, 1,500. That's total of the amount I use in my tools is $150. Now that's for 12 months. So I'll divide it by 12, which is 12, right? I get 12.5. So in a month, because you know why? Because sometimes if you pay these things in a month, monthly, you end up paying higher than when you do the annual subscription, where you just get to get some discounts, right? So yeah, so totally you get 150. You spent 150. So you now divide it by 12 months. You get $12.5. So you now say, okay, a monthly you spend $12.5. Now, how much are you charging yourself, you that is working? Depending on how much social media handles you're handling. If you're handling Instagram, you might want to charge. I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is how it's charged. Just everything is just assumption right now. If you're handling Instagram, you might want to charge $20. If you're handling Instagram and Facebook, you might want to say, okay, let me do 35 or 38. Since it's the same company, if it's different companies, I might just charge them $20. But since it's one company, let me just charge them, let me do a little discount. Let me just give them 38 instead of 40. Okay. So yeah. And if you're handling like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it should be 60, right? But you say, okay, let me just give them 55 because it's the same company, it's the same one organization, but just I'm handling all their social media platforms. So let me just give them like 50. I'm just saying, right? Because when you're handling for one company is a way lesser, like you want to make them, depending on your services, though, you might say, okay, let me just, if they can pay, why not just build them? But if they can't pay, you can just want to like tell them, okay, 50 or 55. Now that's a personal charge. You now add $12.5, which is how much you pay for your tools annually. That's how much. You remember how we got the 12.5, right? You get it, and then how much do you charge a month? Add it together. So if you add 20 plus 12.5, that's 32.5. Obviously, you approximate, because whenever something is 5 or more, you approximate it. Do you get? So from, if it's 32.5, obviously it's $33. So you probably charge between $33. In fact, you charge $33. Let me not say you probably. You charge $33. Then if you want to be, depending on the company, you might just want to charge, but your benchmark is $33 because you cannot operate at a loss. So your benchmark is $33. You're not going lower than $33, but you can go higher depending on how buoyant your client is. You can go higher. You can start with 40 and then start bargaining, and then you just know in your head that I can't go lower than 33. Hey, I can't go at a loss, right? Yeah. So that is how you get. That's how you price your client. Now, if you happen to get like three different clients, don't say because, oh, I'm getting my monthly tools from this one, let me not charge this one. It's a lie. That's where your gain comes in. By handling multiple accounts, that's where you make your gain. So if you can imagine, if 3 companies are paying for your monthly tools each month, and you only spent one, like you can end up getting how much you spent on your monthly tools in less than 3 months. The other thing you get after that 3 months is your gain. You get? So yeah, that's how you charge. Whether you have 10 clients or not, this is your standard. It's your gain if you have multiple and you're using the same tools for them, is your gain. Okay, so yeah. So I don't know if you have any question before I move on. Do you have any question? I'm in the chat right now, looking at the chat. If you have any questions, this is the right time to drop it because I'm definitely going to read it now. If I remove my eyes from it. Any question? Any question? Any question? Okay, no questions. Thank you. Thank you, Tasha. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Since there's nobody has asking more questions. Oh, my internet is unstable right now. Why? Well, I'm sure you can see me. Just told me it's unstable, but I'm sure it's still working. So let's talk about this course, guys. Let's talk about this course. So this course is a virtual course. Obviously, you can't be here in my location and I can't be there in your location. And for this course, there are 4 assignments and a capstone project. A capstone project is a project that is very small. It's going to be more than the assignments, obviously. The assignments might be like, okay, you can do it in 1 day, 2 days. 1 day, no, 1 day is too much. You can do the course in 1 hour, 2 hours, but the capstone project will need you to study something over a period of time. That's why the capstone project is given at the beginning of the course, so that between the 2 weeks of between the 2 weeks course duration, you'll be able to do the analysis, get the information out. So the course is virtual, is 3 times a week, is for 2 weeks, 3 times a week. I didn't add it here, but it's for 2 hours every day. So 2 hours, 3 times a week, virtual, 4 assignments, 1 capstone project, free mentorship for 2 weeks. Now, this is a twerk. I am not the only mentor here. I have industry experts that are working with me. So I want to give you that close mentorship, and I can't do that if I have someone else I'm mentoring, because I have other life. I have life. So yeah, I have my life and I have a mentorship to do. So I want to give the maximum mentorship. So here I'm collaborating with other industry experts. They are fantastic. They are gurus that are better than me, even more than me. So yeah, so I have industry experts that are mentoring with me. Depending on the level of mentorship you want, we can, if you're someone who is into NGOs, I have an expert, social media expert who is into NGOs. So she will be your best mentor in a case like this. So mentorship is given depending on what you say you want to achieve with the course. We'll give you an industry expert in that place. I'm like a general industry kind of person, but if you want specifics, I have experts that are into just NGOs. They don't deal with any other thing than NGOs. So if you're someone who wants to manage just NGOs, or you have an NGO you want to help, so she's the ones I'll definitely give you. So yeah. It's at the end of in reading the course, before the course even starts, you get free relevant social media books. The books are endless. You can be giving 5 today, tomorrow you'll be giving more. So it's just free relevant, but the fact is that they are very relevant. So let's talk about the course fees, guys. So the course fee is actually $130 for the course, but I'm having a special discount for people in this course. So it's going to be given as $53. Now, if you are in Nigeria, that will be probably 21,730 naira. If you are depending on your location, you could just, do the maths and convert your location. Okay, so yeah. So that is what it's going to be like. And yeah, at this point, we're going to have question and answers. So I will probably be sharing the payment link on the chat in case you're interested. So yeah, if I have any more questions, this is the time you ask me the questions. If you do not have, we'll call it a day. We've spent like 1 hour, 40 minutes already. Wow. So yeah. Yep. Yep, still waiting for your questions. I don't know if there's any question in the chat. Okay, there's no question in the chat. Okay. Should we call that a day then? Okay, yeah, I said I was gonna share. What's the info for the course? What do you mean by info? You mean the course outline? Let me read how many people said they want the someone said recording will be available. Let me check. Recording will be available on first meeting with the recording. I said I would choose one. PDF. I see PDF. Both was you can fill in the gaps. Recording, please. So that's recording. So how am I gonna do you have a flyer for a link to pay? Okay. This is the link to pay, is on the chat. I have a flyer for it. I just think I have to look for it right now and share. Just hold on, please, hold on. Please hold on. Media management training, media. Okay. I'm coming. Wow. Okay. This is actually getting clumsy, but I have it under control. Okay. Yeah, is there on the chat right now? Is uploading. So yeah, it has been sent successfully. So yeah. Okay, what do I do right now? How do you get this? That's why I made it. I don't think any of you came from my email list. Did anybody come from the email list here? So please just drop your email address in the comments so I can send you the PDF file. Okay, then yeah, I can send you the PDF file and then the link to the recording. That would be nice. Yeah, I have someone just joining now. Marina, you're just coming. I've been here for almost 2 hours. Like I started 6 a.m. ET. I started 11 a.m. WAT, and this is like 12:42. It's like getting to 2 hours, and I actually wasted time when I joined. Like I pitchy joined. I started late. I not like late. I was here, but I was wasting time, for people to join. I'm sorry, but hey, the good thing is, right? There is, yeah. The good thing is there is a PDF file for this course, like for everything I just explained, just that you won't get the whole explanation, but there is a PDF file. If you can drop your email, I'll get to you and send you the PDF file. And there is a cost too. There is a cost, social media management training. It goes for $53. It's 2 weeks, 3 times in a week, 2 hours in a day, 4 assignments, a capstone project, a 2 weeks mentorship program, and free ebooks and everything. So if you'll be interested, I don't know where you're calling from, but if you'll be interested, you can just convert $53 to your currency and you see how much is in your currency, and you pay via, I get, right? Chinasa, you can't hear me. What's wrong? I don't know. I don't, I've not touched anything. Probably you have to check your device or something. Yeah. So please drop your email address in the comment section so I can email you the PDF file, the course info, and the recording. Yeah. Depending on when I don't know, if you want to pay for the discount, please, you need to pay on Monday. I'm supposed to start a course on Monday, but it's already weekend. Weekend is upon us, and a lot of people might want to do something in the bank, or if you don't have, I don't know who doesn't, well, I don't want to assume, but hey, so the course is actually going to start on Tuesday. I'm going to communicate the necessary information to the people that are paid. I'm just telling you that if you're interested to pay for the course, Monday is going to be the last day to accept things so I can group, because I can't go back and talk about what I've already said. So everything will be so structured, and that is it. Okay, thank you so much, Marina. Don't be offended. Just drop your. Yeah, your connection is very bad. I understand. Just drop your email address. You will get every necessary information you need. Network can be crazy. I don't know where you're calling from, but some networks can be really crazy. So that will be it for this session. You're free to leave. I'll take my time and collect all the information in the chat box before I leave. So at this point, the webinar is over. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Of course, okay, let me drop my contact information. I'm going to drop my email address in case I'm not in the mood. Like, I'm a human being, right? So how can you reach me? I'm going to drop it in the comment box. So this is me. I don't know if at this point it's necessary I drop my WhatsApp, but if you register for the course, definitely, how else am I going to mentor you? You're definitely going to get my email address. Okay. So you're definitely going to get my WhatsApp number, but this, I sent it directly to one person. It should be to everyone. Okay. Sorry, that was just one person. It's a mistake. So leaderspacemedia@gmail.com is my email. Okay, I get email notification on the go. So if you just email me, I'll just be reading. So Natasha said, Tasha said $53 is in Naira. No, that is in dollars. Naira, it should be 21,730. And you can pay using this link. You can pay via this link. You can pay via this link. Please, can you hear me? Someone is saying she can't hear me. Can everyone hear me? Can at least one person testify that he or she can hear me? Because I keep getting, I can hear you. Please, I want to know if it's my end so I can troubleshoot. You can hear me? Yes. So Chinasa, please, maybe it's your network. I don't know. Others can hear me. So please, it's not from my end. Like I'm literally shouting right now. So yeah, it's not from my end. So if you have any question, see, regardless if you are paying for my course or not, okay? If you have any questions regarding social media, if you have any bump somewhere, just email me. I will try as much as I can to explain, but definitely it's not going to be as express as people that have that on the course. So yeah. So this is it, lindaSpaceMedia@gmail.com. Linda, yeah, so that is it basically. I don't know what you want. Do you want a Facebook? Do you want a Facebook account? If you want that, you can just oblige you, Facebook. But for my personal contact, I have a lot of calls on the go, so I can't really give that out on this call. But definitely when you get on the course, you will definitely get on my contact list. You'll be free to WhatsApp me, call me, do everything. So this is my email address and this is my Facebook link. Just click on it, you see me on Facebook. Be my friend on Facebook. We can chat on Facebook. This is email address. You can reach me for any guidance or anything. It's not like I'm not mentoring you. There's a difference between guiding you and mentoring you. So if you have a question, you can just email me. But if you want mentorship, you register for the course. That's just it. So at this point, you're free to leave. Thank you so much. I'm going to bend down right now and go through all these chats, get all the information before I close, because once I close the Zoom meeting right now, I won't be able to get hold of any information here I have here. So I just have to take my time right now and go through it all. So you're free to leave. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and efforts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.